Hi, it's Stephanie Oliveris, the clinical nutritionist here at Healthy Living Dallas. One of the questions that we're going to answer in this video today is, what are medical foods and why do I need them? This is a question we get asked all the time. If we're looking at medical foods, there's a very clear distinction between medical foods and supplementation, particularly in the United States where supplements aren't regulated. Medical foods are regulated by the FDA. They need to be observed and prescribed by a physician. And they're really, they act like, almost like prescriptions, but they're made out of nutrients instead of drugs or drug hormones. So if you're looking at a medical food, what is it? A medical food contains high concentrations of nutrients that you cannot achieve in your day-to-day diet, even if that was a nutrient you were focusing on. It's also nutrients that are designed specifically for a certain medical condition. So if we're taking, let's take cholesterol for an example. If you have elevated low density cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, that's the quote unquote bad. If you have elevated cholesterol, one of the things that research has shown is really beneficial is 2 grams of plant sterols per day. If you're looking at a medical food as opposed to a supplement can have as much of that plant sterol in there as it wants. You may know something called Cholestoff, which is an over-the-counter product that has 500 milligrams of plant sterols in it per day. But if you look at the clinical evidence, it's going to tell you 2 grams. And so if we're looking at a medical food, it has to have 2 grams in there. So basically, if you're looking at medical foods, how do you know if you need one? Well, there's different medical foods designed for different diseases because not all nutrients help every disease. So if we're looking at medical foods, the only way we can tell you what medical food that would work best for your body is if we look at your health history in depth. Check out our video on our in-depth blood work that we like to do as new patients come into practice and things we like to monitor and follow up with our current patients. We'll look at that blood work, and based on that, if you have high insulin and you're struggling with your blood sugar control, you need a very different medical food than if you just have high cholesterol, or than if you have premenstrual syndrome symptoms, or if you have chronic pain, fibromyalgia type symptoms. There's different medical foods for each one. If you need to know a little bit more about medical foods, the company that we choose personally for medical foods is called Metagenics. They have a lot of information on their website, or you can also contact our office. We'll be happy to provide you with more.